So, as some of y'all know me, been riding for a while, and I have been riding a 2022 ZX6R and also had a 2023 Indian Scout Rogue. Well, I kind of got out of riding for a little bit, for about a year, I guess, a riding season. Got into the Jeeping thing, the Jeep community, and I love it. It's actually something that my whole family can join with me, and you know, do all kind of good stuff. But so got another bike, and I have finally got me a 1000. This is an 07 CBR 1000 RR, and y'all, it is super fast. Got it from a friend. She also rides with us, but had some issues, and it kind of, I mean, it was kind of major, I guess you can say. I mean, I had to change a lot of stuff out, some of the wiring, stator, rectifier, ECU, but now I'm having to change out the heat sensor. So, but it is a good running bike besides all that. I'm going to give y'all a little ride with me. I'm on the way home, just now getting off work, as y'all can see. But this is cold start, and y'all see it fires on up good. It is an 07 with 20,859, so it's pretty much say 21. I am going to do a tune on it. I'm going to set the valves again. I don't know really what tune I want, but I really had a good outcome with my ZX6R, the 22, with an ECU flash from More Mafia. So if More Mafia offers a flash for this bike, that's what I'm going with, because I'm gonna be honest, but these power commanders and stuff, they will give you a lot of trouble if you let them. I've done run into 2 or 3 bikes already. I have a shop that was not letting these bikes run like they're supposed to. I actually just fixed a bike over the phone that a friend of mine bought an R6, or got an R6, and the dealer had put a power commander on it. So y'all think about this now. This was a stock ECU, and then they put a power commander. Well, later on down the road, a friend of hers flashed the ECU without changing the power commander or anything, without even flashing the ECU that there was a power commander. Okay, can't do that. Those two are confusing each other. That bike will never run right, and it didn't. As soon as I figured out that they had both of a tune on the ECU and, you know, the power commander, I told her to take the power commander off. That bike runs amazing. It runs better than it ever has. So y'all just if y'all got any questions about anything that I can help y'all with as far as motorcycle wise, if y'all got some issues with your bike, hit me up. Y'all just, hey, like this video, y'all follow me. I hadn't made a video in a while. Like I said, I hadn't been riding, so that's all about to change, but there's more to come. See if I can give her a little we at 144, so we good. Definitely don't sound like the ZX6R. Alright, Let's get it. So we made a trip to New Orleans Saturday morning. I live what, about 2.5 hours maybe from New Orleans. I live in Brookhaven. It was a good ride. We ended up having about 10 riders. It was hot. It was like a sticky hot. And our rides don't consist of nothing but sport bikes. We do not discriminate. If you can keep up, you can ride whatever. But we had Harleys, we had sports bikes, we had touring bikes, dual sport. We had a good time down there on Bourbon Street. And one of the riders that was with us, him and his wife were on some Harleys. He was on a street glide, she was on what they call a freewheeler. Beautiful bikes. Well, he pulled up beside me wanting to run. So of course, I played with it a little bit, let him get on up ahead. I let him get about, I don't know, a good 100 yards, and I about blew the paint off of it. And it, but he couldn't believe it. He said, I can't believe that little sport bike run like that. I said, this ain't a little sport bike. So I drive an hour to work every day. You know, I was riding my Jeep. Yeah, gas was eating me up. So, okay, I said, you know what? It's time to get back on the bike. Don't get me wrong, I missed it, you know, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. But, wife is gonna get back into riding. She wants her a Can-Am Spider. She wants to be comfortable. She ain't got to worry about keeping her balance up, and that's one of the best bikes to do that. Smooth riding bike. And hey, if me and her want to take a trip together, definitely a good bike to do it on. So this bike you see has got almost 21,000 miles on it. You know, I hadn't done a lot of research, but I know that they say you need to adjust your valves at, some people say 20, well actually some people say 15, 20 to 30. You know, so I'm probably going to do it here soon between now and 25,000 miles. I'm going to adjust my valves, just you know, give the life of the motor a little longer, and it will run smoother. going to definitely soup this bike up a little more. Probably gonna do something with the exhaust. I mean, the exhaust sounds good. It's a Yoshimura, but it's just not as loud as I want it. You know, I want people to hear me coming. And some of y'all that's watched some of our previous videos, y'all got to be like aware of your surroundings at all times on these bikes, because these cages out here are not going to watch us. They're not paying attention to us. On the way back from New Orleans, there was, you know, a couple of them that cut us off. I mean, and I'm the type of person that I'm gonna chase them down. I'm gonna let them know what a fool they are for doing that, you know. And if you out in a car, if you're riding in a cage and you come up on some bikers, give them space. You know, it ain't that you may think that they're trying to weave in and out, and you know, it's like when you're riding in a group, you got that guy in the back that's trying to protect that next rider. As far as if they're in front of a cage, then they are going to try to slow that cage down a little bit, like by just slowing themselves down to give the rider up ahead of them and that group enough time to kind of get out of the way and do what they got to do. You know, it's just all part of being in a group. It's not that they're trying to be a dick or anything like that, but just the way we ride. So for any of my viewers that are, if y'all are in this area, hell, if y'all are out of state, if y'all out of the country, y'all want to come down to Mississippi, we got a big event jumping off July the 26th. I am incorporating the Jeep community and the bike community together. I don't think I've ever seen it before, you know, but I want kind of, you know, people talk about bikers like, oh, they're heathens or they're hellions, they raise too much hell and all that. You know, I ride with a good group of men and women. You know, we are not like that. We ride really good, but I want everybody to see, you know, that we're just good people. And speaking of riding so good, props to Moto Riders of Mississippi, a group that I created almost 3 years ago. We have like 6.7 thousand members. For every group ride that we've ever done, we've never had an incident. Never. They ride really good in a group. Ride like how they're supposed to, stagger formation. And they know that I don't play that. If you gonna cut up, do it in the back of the group. Don't do it beside us, don't do it in front of us. Because if you wipe out, you better wipe the rest of us out. There ain't no need in you wiping some innocent riders out for you want to act foolish. Don't get me wrong now, there's nothing wrong with, you know, cutting up a little bit, but do it away from the group. Oh yeah, another thing that I've got to fix on this bike is the forward seals. Forward seals got a little bit of a leak, you know, but they still got oil in them. Still ride good. It's not a rough ride. I know I don't need to be riding this close to the ass end of this car, but I'm trying to get around him. y'all drop me some comments. You know, like tell me where y'all are from, what y'all ride. Hell, I want to know what kind of helmet y'all use. You know, what's the brand of helmet y'all use? Right now I've got a LS2, and I love it. I've got a couple AGVs. Love my AGVs, but out of all my helmets, this LS2 I really love it. It's comfortable. No wind noise. It don't whistle. I'm the type of person that, yes, I need I know I need gear on, jacket, all that. You know, I do have some gear on. I've got a vest on. I know it ain't gonna protect my arms or legs, but it's hard for me to carry all that stuff for me to work. But I have been hit by rocks. I have been hit by big old bugs. It's hit me running, you know, 75, 80 miles an hour, and they hurt. Little town of Liberty, Mississippi. No, it ain't really bad today as far as the weather's 88 degrees, but it's not like hot. We've had a good little overcast today, so a like, subscribe to my channel, y'all. I'm gonna bring more content to y'all. Just having to work a lot, but I'm definitely going to gonna blow YouTube up. Y'all just give me a shot. Like I said, if y'all start subscribing, I ain't gonna let y'all down. Y'all be safe, keep the rubber down.